to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had two necks, I got homies that can sleep without two, I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it, walk up in the spot like, hey, we're poppin' in, come pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit, she gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it, 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit, bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of, I got both my girls, head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit, West LA, that where you find me though, cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes, whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0, if you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro, let me feel myself a little bit, let me blow this down a little bit, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Johnson now returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here. By the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Here's Haskins to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 42-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take it.
Makes this Washington 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken at the 18. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run with Muhammad. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier. Phillip Gaines got him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Antonio Gibson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On 1st down, Muhammad. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 39, Haskins. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Muhammad. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the pickup.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their 1st one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Haskins. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The throw over the middle, taken in. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Brings up 2nd and
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. They'll find Everett there, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards to pick up. 1st down, Washington. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Haskins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brings up second.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
on play action. Haskins. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
To Robert Foster.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
At the Ravens.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 38, Washington 15. Justin Tucker to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Haskins will throw. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First catch for the Washington leader in receiving yards a year ago. Good for a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Washington 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They go again with Muhammad. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. Come on, bring it, baby. He takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Washington 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback. Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game.
This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Ingram again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Mark Ingram. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 54, Washington 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he fires one incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Muhammad. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Check 43. That's it. 31's the mic. I got one. Go, move.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
31.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this.
31's the mic. We own Delta. We own them.
They're going on fourth down. Haskins. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Ravens 50.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some range. Can I kick it? Yeah. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, Then I hit that. Okay, Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it, okay. Then I hit that. Okay, Then I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no